Hello everyone, my name is Jeremiah Braun and I'm a student at Texas A&M Corpus Christi working with Dr. Susan Elwood on an IDET, so it's Instructional Design and Educational Technology Program Introduction, and I've titled it Your Roadmap to Success. The primary objective here is to help students that are starting out in the IDET program kind of get off to the right on the right foot and be able to take maximum advantage of all the really advanced features that we have inside of our program. So first off, of course, this blackboard shell that I've created here inside of, I'm in IDET 5360. So you guys will probably be doing a course like this, and you can do a service project similar to what I'm doing here for Dr. Elwood. And I'm going to take you on this quick tour. First, the course objectives is, our first objective is to establish expectations for the IDET program. The second is identify industry standard tools for instructional designers. And then third is to facilitate strong portfolio development. So creating artifacts that can be a part of your brand that you can put out on the web and use to advertise for yourself. And this is the landing page where when a student enters into this Blackboard shell, they start right here. Ideally, what I tried to do is make it very streamlined so it's very clear what we're doing, and then you can either click on these links to go to the course content or navigate, where it start here or go to content. So module 1 or content would bring up here where it's very similar, and then we've actually used learning modules to try and organize the information. Module 1, I've been able to put in just some really basic information where it's a place where the professors will actually be able to capture their vision and explain what they're trying to do, and specifically give students permission for selecting a service project. I know when I first started the program, I was having difficulty knowing that I was doing the right thing, because we definitely break the mold of traditional education in that there's the school assignment and everything's all text-based, and here in the IDET program, we're doing a lot of collaborative learning, a lot of project-based learning, like we're actually doing something such as this, creating a real project for a real individual that could potentially be applied for their benefit in real life, opposed to just the theoretical realm that school normally stays within. And that can be discussed further with Dr. Elwood here. What I did do is get into industry standard tools. So Adobe Captivate is a basic tool that instructional designers will use to create actual content that they deliver to people on the job. And this Adobe has something called the Education Exchange, and this is it's created by Adobe. Let's see, it was posted by Adobe Education, and it's up and running with Adobe Captivate. So this is kind of one of the first lessons jumping into learning a new tool. That's what I have right now for that. And the biggest lesson that I put into was portfolio development. So I've created a Powtoon where it just explains very quickly. You can click here. I'll make a link available inside of the discussion post if you want to watch it. It did take a little bit of time for me to create it, explaining what I understand portfolios to be and why they're important. And then I created a learning activity, which is a discussion forum, and it's both using a screencast, similar to what we're doing right here with Screencast-O-Matic, where I'm talking to you, creating this social presence where you can see me and hear me, and we're kind of skipping out of the APA type information. So conversations can happen inside text-based discussion forums, but I'd like to also incorporate a lot of just natural conversations, kind of like I'm having a conversation with you right now. Hopefully it's clear and professional. And let's see. So the students will review what essentially e-learning portfolios look like. There's a good example. Tom Washam has a very excellent example. There's design communities that really are very beneficial. So Reddit, I found their instructional design section to be very full of lots of information, rather active, and people are usually very constructive there. Articulate e-learning heroes. So Articulate is a company that makes products similar to Adobe making products, and their community is very, very helpful and very up to date all the time. So very useful. And I linked to Adobe Captivate, or the Adobe Education Exchange, which is a little less, they didn't have a whole lot on portfolios, which is why it's not here. Anyways, they create their discussions, so similar to what we're having here. I was trying to create a voice thread-like conversation where they can create the presentation in Google Slides, present it, and then because Google Slides is a collaborative Web 2.0 process program, other students, when they comment on it, could either comment live, such as with the screencast, and then make comments directly into their actual presentation, creating that collaboration on each other's work. Or also people could just do regular text-based stuff if that's what floats their boat. Anyways, that's pretty much wrapped up the course of what I've created so far. I created rubrics for it. I aligned all the standards and or tried to align the standards to the AECT standards specifically, because that's what we are governed by, or the standards that we work with inside of the IDET program. And let's see, rubric, that's the discussion rubrics right here. It's also inside the Blackboard discussion as well. It's just I provided it for easy and simple reading here. Anyways, I hope you guys liked it. I look forward to hearing your comments, and talk to you later.